So I have 7 cells left. I want to work on this one. I already know the number, okay? It's 174. Okay, right here, we have a 1 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we add up 1, 2, 3, okay, we get 173. We have 110 and 50 is 160, plus 13 is 173. Now what we're left with is a 6, a 7, and a 0, okay? Well, that looks like a circled 13 again, right? Which is essentially just a 1. So if you add 1 to 173, you get 174. Now here's another interesting thing, okay? If you take 110 plus 76, you know, the two diagonals, you're going to get this. You get 186. And if we subtract the 12th letter of the alphabet, L, we get 174. The reason I subtracted an L is because we just created an L. Right here. That's a 1 by 5, a 1 by 5, and a 1 by 5. Okay? So if you subtract that from this, you get 174. Okay, so this right here is going to be 174. Okay, I've never looked up that number before. This is the first time I've ever done it. Now, another thing that's pretty interesting is if you have 174 here and you have a 1 by 3 circled on 100, I believe that that's going to be a cell. Now, if that's a cell, that's pretty interesting because look at this. A D, a C, and 100. A D, a C, and 100 is 700. Now, there's 700 magnets if you have 50 magnets on every wheel and you have 14 wheels. Okay? That's 700. Now, 700, which would be this, plus 174 is 874 magnets needed in heaven. Now, I find that rather interesting. Rather interesting indeed. So I find that rather interesting that 174 goes here, and that completes, okay, the 6th row, okay, not including the top row. The row underneath it is where the Earth is, okay, because the Earth is derived as 1 of 7 of 13 of 110. Now I find it very interesting that, you know, everything above that tells me down to the mathematics of the free energy device, or cellular energy, cellular Earth. Alright, so this is looking more like a hypercube or a Sudoku puzzle, so I gotta think about these for a second. So if we drop this 1 by 6 down to here, okay, it's gonna cover from the 174 to the 6. Now let's take a look right here, okay? If we were gonna have going to the 6, that's a 13 and that's a 14, okay? That's almost a 28 because it's 27 with the V, so it's like a 28. So it's like we have a 28 here, we have a 13 here, and here we have a 5, and here we have a 50. Alrighty then. Let's see if we can use that. So the only clue I got here is this 100. This 100 is already here, and has a 174 and a 500. You know what? I'm going to just go with it and say that you need 2 free energy devices to do anything after here. Alright, cool. So in order to create our new 1 by 6, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be centered on, you know, lo and behold, the 13. Alright, so that means that the 110 is where the top 6 matches, okay? So all that means is that you're making an L. You're making, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and out 2. 1, 2. You know? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You see what I'm saying? Like it comes out. So you're making L's. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So that's the importance of the L in this column. When you take the values, okay, that are in here, and you add them together, not including the 7, so the top 3 ones are going to give you 173, and then 174. It's like, you know, an X, Y, Z of like free energy devices of heaven. So you're going to get 521, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a +1, right? Because you're making an L, okay? So I think it's going to be your 522. So right here, I believe it's going to be 522 for now. Now I have to make a decision for this cell right here. Okay, look what we have. We have a 1 by 3 of 100, 100, and 100 dotted to an 11, 11. I'm going to go with 322. Alright, so what I find interesting about these two values is this. At the end of this L, you have a 13, and it's connected to two 7s pretty much, okay? Now if we look down here, okay, 522 plus 322 is 844. We have a 13 with a 7 and a 7. In the 0D column, the 7 plus 3 is a 10, and then the 7 plus 13 is a 20. So we're going to have an extra 30 for 874 magnets. So, yeah, I do believe 874 magnets is very, 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 very interesting right there. I have two cells left to go. So the last cell here, okay, this guy. This guy becomes part of a great big M when we use all the way up to there, right? So I know that the next thing after 1,000 is 5,000 because all it is a V with a line on top signifying 5,000. So I'm going to put 5,000 in this circle. Now, if we have, you know, the building blocks of everything we've ever done located here, which is I think what we do, we're going to have 500,000, 5,000. I believe 1,000 goes here. Okay, so that's what I think's going on. Never done this before. This is really cool. Hope you've enjoyed my Saturday. Alright, so finally we create a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We create a 1 by 9, okay, because it's needed for balance, okay, in the 9th dimension, because this is now a big friggin' solid chunk, okay, which is now going to have a friggin' line going down off it like a 9, and then when you break it out of an 8D quad into a, you know, 16-bit quad, you're going to get, you know, only this is going to be filled, but everything else is not going to be filled. You know what I mean? You're going to have a 9 because of your infinite little, well, I didn't draw them here, of your infinite little trailer things, okay? So it's just going to show you another big 9 for balance, okay? And then the resolution gets more detailed. So this is pretty much the best work I've ever done like this. I've never seen the cells like I have. I've never had numbers down here like this. Thank you, cat, before. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that I'm right about everything I've been saying about free energy because I keep seeing the numbers come up over and over again. So, yeah. Well, that's pretty powerful. Alright, I'm done. Thank you. I got this off my chest. Have a good one. So you see what's going on. You have a 1 by 9 giant X going on an 8 by 8 grid. So when you go over here, basically what you created is a giant X, okay, going from an 8 by 8 grid. And when you have that in a 16 by 16 grid, look at that. You've solved for 9. You've solved for the truth in your little American flag. I wonder how many times I have to bring down the resolution to actually model the American flag. But that'll be for some other day. Or not. Cheers! So you remember the end that I created for Neptune for the liquids? You know, light? They gave liquids, you know? The blue waterfall, let's say. And then it branches out and falls even bigger. You know? Remember that song, guys? Anybody remember TLC? Yeah. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Yeah, no shit, guy. I am moving too fast. Yeah, you know who did that? A little band called TLC, which is a 20, a 12, and a 3, which is what? Which is a 35, right? And you have a 1, a 2, and a 3. Hey, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, TLC. Thank you for showing me the waterfall. Yeah. Yeah. I'll stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to, I guess. You know? Wow. Just thought, you know, because, like, I'm wowed. Super wowed. Pretty super wowed. Yeah. Because this has to exist. for some reason that it needs to exist. You know, it's just code, guys. They got a lot of money for being a bunch of sellouts, and I don't know, really, what else that TLC is all about, you know? Hey, look, rainbow. Yeah, I saw a rainbow. There's a bunch of colors coming out of the cues, you know, the tails. But, yeah. I'm a little blown away. Just, you know, I thought I'd end with allowing you to, you know, uncopyrightably check out some lyrics to maybe some song that you might want to go check out or not. Because it sucks real bad. Alright, I finally go sit on the couch and think I'm done, and I see the really big J that you don't have to turn the camera for, and then the C. Both, you know, going through the 13 with a M. And a really big M. Kind of like a Gmail account thing. So there it is. Jesus Christ and Mary Magdalene. You know? Yeah. Go chase your waterfalls, guys. Or learn this really well. Cheers. Alright, how about this? A really big J. Right? You can even have the 1, 2, 3 and the 1, 2, 3. You know? And a really big C. Okay? Conversely, we can just stick to the original C because they talk about it a lot, you know, like 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9, you know, stuff like that. And then your MM again. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna sit down again. I don't know, I think it just looks pretty cool. There's a raccoon. Lots of stuff in here now that I see the cells from afar. What is that? Anyways, your little Gmail icon, your Google, yeah, they all know this stuff. I'm not doing anything special. Anyway, cheers. Alright, I can't stop seeing things, so like right here, this is a blue 1x3. And that is a blue 1x3. And they're connected by two 1x6s. Okay? That's the power of 3, 6, and 9, because you need a power of 3, 6 to make 9. To make this fold so it gets smaller. And then you can get to a 16x16 grid, and then a 32x32 grid. And then infinite. So you understand the concept of the 9th dimension, guy. That's the 9th dimension. This is the mathematics of the 9th dimension. Okay, there's a little green tail that comes down here as well, and I'm sure these all have little tails, guys. Makes a rainbow of color. Makes a rainbow bridge, guy, of an infinite repeating sequence. Multiple infinite repeating sequences. I'm speaking the language of mathematics. Trying to explain to you creation. Trying to explain to you how it comes from the Bible. I didn't even get past the 4th day yet. I didn't even read that part yet, and I was able to do all this. Just based on, like, pattern recognition. So the rest of the Bible is pretty much pattern recognition. We're ruled by Saturn, the cube of Saturn, the matrix of Saturn, the 4 corners of the earth, of the octahedral light source. You know, the 4? If you understand day 4 in creation, Genesis 1 in the Bible, you understand time. And we are meant to learn love, ego, the nothing, and the nothing is actually told to us in the Bible. And the infinite is just, you know, the book goes on. The story continues. So, like, I'm wowed. Welcome to Armageddon. Okay, it's a little, like, crucifix dude attaching, you know, the right 4x8 to the left 4x8. Okay, because I'm talking in terms of God. This is God's left, this is God's right. So, this is all awesome. Enjoy, have a good day.